Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to another episode of Pop Culture Junkies. Today, let's talk about Werewolf by Night. So hopefully you guys were able to tune in like I was and check out the Werewolf by Night Special on Disney Plus last week. First off, I want to start off and say I thought it was awesome. It was fantastic. I'm going to go into a lot more detail here, and so I know some of you may not want spoilers, so know that spoilers are coming, but before I get to that, I'll give you my rating for it. Had to think of a rating system. I was going to use bullets, but that's a little controversial, so thumbs up are a little too easy. And then my wife suggested I should use Infinity Stones for a rating system, so perfect. The source had 5 mics. I got 6 Infinity Stones. But nothing can ever get 6 stones because they'll be too powerful, just like Infinity War showed us. So to get straight to the point, Werewolf by Night, for me, 5 out of 5 Infinity Stones. That's how good it was. Now, for those of you that don't want spoilers, this is the time for you to tune out, take your rating, and go. For everyone else, let's get into the details. So for me, awesome show. I loved the campy black and white aesthetic. I loved how they embraced the feel of an old horror movie. This was a modern version of something I could totally see Vincent Price in, or doing the voiceover. Can you imagine if he had done the voice for Elsa Bloodstone's puppet corpse in the coffin? The thing was amazing. It was so corny and cheesy and amazing and fit perfect. This is what I mean by they embraced the campiness of the show. They could have gone with like the ultra CGI corpse and done a full-on reanimated looking body. Instead, they just did this terrible, look like something you'd see at a carnival when you pay to see the freak show and you see the fake mermaid skeleton and the wolf boy and all this other stuff. Like, it totally would have fit right in there. I wouldn't have been surprised at all to see that in some circus tent. And so here they have it, this $1 million company, and that's the special effect prop they're using, and it just fit so well into the story. I loved it. The cast, perfect, eccentric, unique, all characters, all different. You got to know them enough to see their differences, but you didn't have to care about them too much. They were all going to die anyway. You had this perfect group of weirdos come together for some weird shit. Although people don't want to admit it, because why could they ever praise Disney? It's so easy to be outraged by everything, but honestly, Disney Plus has done a great job of cultivating vastly different types of shows, all still set in the Marvel Universe. You don't have to like them all. You also don't have to tell people how much you hate them. That's the difference between having an opinion and just being a hater. So don't be a hater. But kudos to Disney Plus. So you've got from WandaVision to Falcon and Winter Soldier to She-Hulk to Werewolf by Night. They're all just very, very different styles of show. They've approached this entire universe and given us all of these varied takes on it, which I think is amazing. And Werewolf by Night filled in this spot I didn't even know I needed Marvel horror to be a thing, and now I do. I've never been a huge fan of Midnight Suns or Ghost Rider or anything else, but seeing how that world can intersect on screen, and now I want more. Now I want to see more of what they can do there. So the show overall, full of action, well paced in my opinion. It never felt like it was dragging on. There was just enough exposition and story every few minutes to give you reason for the next action piece set that was coming. Elsa Bloodstone, Werewolf by Night, Man-Thing were all excellent takes on these characters. I love the Lon Chaney Wolfman style makeup without like the large animatronic snout or anything, or the CGI snout that they'll do in a lot of werewolves nowadays. He just had that old school Wolfman look. I thought it was an excellent choice and callback, particularly in the black and white filming that they did to begin with. Man-Thing was great. I forgot about rumors that he was even in the show until he showed up. The CGI was decent enough. The characterization was perfect. Even better, everyone who knew fear burned at the touch of the Man-Thing, right? That's his tagline, and that's what actually happened in the show, and it was pretty amazing to see. Wasn't always a huge fan of the Man-Thing, gonna be honest with you. After seeing the show, I'm not gonna go buy his first appearance, but it was cool. I want to see him show up again in the MCU again. It'd be great to see Man-Thing and Groot in some kind of face-off. The show is the perfect length. I hope Disney really embraces this format to introduce and give us more characters in the MCU. Not everything needs a full series or movie. The 55-minute special is perfect for a lot of properties. I could totally see this being an annual thing, like an annual Halloween show is just another Werewolf by Night special, or someone else in the Marvel horror world, right? It could be Man-Thing, it could be any number of properties that they have, and they can now play in this space, and they only have to do it for this short hour show, right? And it doesn't take a huge amount of budget, huge amount of CGI. So I think it's cool. I hope we see more of it. I hope they really start embracing this. I know they're going to do the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, which again is going to be a very similar kind of 1 hour show. And I would like to see them do more. I think they can do a lot of properties this way, and they don't have to do the full on series or movie. That's my take on the show. I hope you check it out. I loved it. I'm probably going to watch it a few more times. It'll probably be a staple I'm a horror fan just in general, and so it'll be a staple of one of those things I watch every year when October starts rolling around. Thanks for watching. Remember to hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.